From a development standpoint, candidate 3 has more experience. It's been a little bit tougher situation. Candidate 7 has more ties to the area.
Oh, now we get to work this out. You know how many times I've looked at this schedule, trying to figure this out?
An updated one, or is it
Yeah.
just the same as we got last week or 2 weeks ago? Changed it?
Not really. I haven't changed anything. I just wanted to briefly go over it and answer any questions that may come up.
Okay,
Now, obviously, candidate A, B, and C will be changed to names.
yeah,
And what we start off with is a tour on Friday after lunch. We have candidates. I think it's very important to invite spouses when they're making a move like this. And coming into a community, it's very important that they have their spouse along, and it's very important that we make them feel very welcome.
So that's the only period of time the tour exists?
Yeah.
is it just from 1:15 to 2:30 is the
Well,
tour?
2:40.
Or 1 to 2:30, 2:45. There's some fudge factor in there. A lot of times lunch is over by 1. So about an hour and a half or so for a tour. And what I would suggest, they're all on a bus together, and you take them on a tour and you show them the highlights of the community.
Because we had 2 vans lined up.
Or 2 vans is fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
As long as you have one person in each van who's able to explain.
Right,
Right.
right. And that'll either be a driver or depending on the size of the vans, that'll either be the driver doing that,
Okay.
or if we have somebody
Sounds count.
ride with them that actually does the explanation why somebody just strictly drives.
One of the things you might think about too is in this tour of the city, that you make sure that you cover the city facilities, places they might normally not get to, like the wastewater treatment facility.
Right.
Okay, but they're not actually getting out during this tour. They're strictly doing a visual
Unless you choose
tour.
to have them do that.
See, I didn't know how you could do that with that short a time span.
No. I mean, typically you're not getting out.
Okay, okay.
Who all's gonna be on this tour?
The candidates and their spouses.
Candidates and their spouses.
And the guide.
And the driver, right.
And 2 guides.
Nobody from the city's gonna be there.
Well, the guide might be.
Might be a
Oh,
city
I
employee,
mean,
might be a
we're
mayor.
not gonna be represented.
No.
No.
So they're not going to get out?
They're not gonna have enough time to actually get out much. By the time you get,
Okay.
unload
Yeah.
6 people,
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that a few things like, I don't know, for example, Falcon Center or River's Edge, just a few of those things.
well, listen to
that
the
they
rest
might
of
get to
this,
go
and
in.
fill out this whole thing, and you'll see how that's gonna work out for you.
Okay.
Okay?
One thing too,
Um,
these guys, if they're worth their salt, they're gonna be here and they're gonna be going through a
Yeah.
lot of
Some of this stuff themselves,
This,
yes.
this tour is, a lot of it is for, to layer on the information they've already picked up. So in other words, if you have a city employee showing something, and then somebody can ask the question, well, how far along are you on this tree project? Is that a done deal, or is that, they're gonna be asking these kind of questions, because you're right.
They're gonna feel it.
They'll figure it out for themselves. They'll make sure they have the appropriate suspension in the tour vans.
They'll-
Our
they'll know
favorites,
which
do our
vans are-
favorites
Good-
go
good
in the
stout
better
German,
van?
suspension will be appropriate.
Possible safety.
Don't tell him that's his vehicle.
Oh, we're not using the airport van.
No, we're not,
the
and
airport
we're not
van.
using
We're
the
not.
city van.
We have, yeah.
We don't want him to get an opinion of his vehicle he has to use as a city manager yet.
So once they are done with their tour, they come back here, and that's where, well, not back here, but we have 2 banks. And there was 4 rooms reserved, 2 in each.
Oh, okay, see, that's part of my
Or does that
thing.
change?
Some of this could change. This is what I'm questioning whether this may change. Because we need 5 locations, right? By the way you're showing this? You actually need
Yeah.
5 rooms? But-
Well, I'm showing a break. So you have, there's 2 of you in 4 different rooms.
Yeah, you only need 4.
and then a break for one of the candidates.
Okay.
Or not,
No.
you're not seeing that.
Good job.
The
Well, I
second
couldn't figure out how that break was coming in there, or why that break was in there.
I'm not sure why either.
well,
Okay,
the
well,
second
let's say
column
we have
there.
5 candidates,
Right.
and you're interviewing 4. What's the other candidate doing while you're interviewing?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
They're on a break. I mean,
But
that-
where?
Oh, where?
Yeah, I mean, why,
Well,
because it's only
hopefully
what, for
there'd be a
it's only
lobby, a
25
lounge,
minutes.
Some place where they can sit in, a lobby. You're gonna have private rooms for your interviews.
But the thing is, this is on a Friday night from
Friday
3 to
afternoon.
5:20, and the banks are still open to the public. Okay,
That's fine.
okay.
I didn't know where else to put them. All I said was break here, that.
Well, because originally when Steve started trying to line this up, at the same time when he's lining up all your interviews, and he did so well, plugging all those names in, the library has an activity going in their main room. But they have 5 small rooms, but also including the library director's office. So they have 5 small rooms where 2 people interviewing and 1 candidate could sit in together.
That would be fine.
But that's at the library. And so because of that, Steve didn't think we could use the library. And that's why he lined up the 4 rooms between the 2 banks. I'm questioning, because of the way this is set up and because there's only gonna be 3 people in that room, that those small rooms, or the room she has, will be okay,
That'd be great.
so,
We have,
If you can change it to the library, please do.
Actually, it would be better to have it all in one building, because if you have to have
Right.
passing between buildings, that makes it a little more tough.
yeah, they're across the street, they're very close, but your weather's gonna make a difference, this type of
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I had
But-
asked for the library, but I was told
Right.
it wasn't available.
Yeah,
so-
and that's kind of, there was kind of like a mix-up of communication there between the library director and,
so we
and
still
this, but
tentatively
I-
have the library available?
but I think if the library, I wanted to work this out and see exactly what we were doing, but I think I can confirm that and actually use the library.
Great,
And we could still take the break, because then your 5th person could be
in the library.
viewing, they could be
Yeah.
playing with the Legos like one of our council members does. In our orientation, we got to that section, he immediately runs over, goes to his knees and starts putting Legos together.
Hey, I don't think I was running at all.
Walking fast.
No, but
Skipping
so I
joyously.
think I can actually get us back to the library.
All right, well, I'm gonna
I'll let you know, because I'll call her tomorrow and verify, make sure I have that. And we won't even need her office, because she has 4 rooms that 3 people could sit in. I mean, there's study rooms and this type of thing. You don't need a giant room for 3 people to interview, So I'm pretty sure I can can do that.
All right.
So if that's okay with you.
Oh, that was my preference. I was
Okay.
told it was off limits.
Okay.
That's
All right.
great information to have.
Okay?
Well, I think the extra candidate, Mayor, could be interviewed by Mrs. Lee. She could probably really get into his mind.
This is who? Lee's
The
Mansion.
ghost.
The ghost at Lee's
okay.
Mansion.
Oh.
Next door to the, next door to the
Let's not send
library.
any candidates over to the lead
And then
man.
our reception at,
Our reception is gonna be at River Edge, what's the rest of the title?
River's Edge.
Rivers Edge Recreational Center, is that what it is?
It is, yes.
They have a room that has all the different activities. They have like golfing, simulators, batting, but they also have a large room where they have like taekwondo and different classes that they can make, and have like 5 tables in different places in this large room, so people can mingle around and talk to each candidate and their spouse at each table
3,300 square
along the
feet.
way.
Good.
Um,
honey,
yeah.
okay.
Kinda like the last time we had speed dating.
I've never been on speed dating, I don't know. But it's similar.
Spouse, and then dinner is at.
Dinner is at Costa's, where you guys were at. They're very excited that we chose to eat there. I think that we'll have to set it up to have like, rather than ordering off the menu, that we'll have 3 choices you can order out of, rather than everybody, because 30 people and off the menu, and could get a little chaotic trying to get everything served, and,
Just make sure
So-
you mention to them, I don't know if it's, anytime during Lent, we're interviewing, a lot of times on Fridays, there's always, make sure you have a fish menu.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We'll make sure one of the items is a fish thing,
Okay.
but we'll also make sure one is one of their Greek, which they are known for, and then we'll pick a third one. I'll pick a third one with.
Make sure it's
the-
calamari and we'll be okay.
If it's what?
Calamari.
Yeah. Squid.
Squid.
I've had that. That's like eating rubber.
No, it's not.
Eating rubber.
Come on.
I'll find 3 things that hopefully somebody can choose from.
And then,
Are they gonna
after we
have-
conclude, people go to the hotel, and then, Saturday morning, you can see we'll have, the interview schedule set up.
Just one question on the logistics here. They're getting from point A to point B how?
I would say by their car.
Well,
They'll-
I'm saying,
they'll
what I'm
supply it.
I'm talking about the vans capability, the capability of having vans available to shuttle them
Right.
between. If we're not, if it's a matter of once the vans are done, they're gone, and it's up to the candidate's own private transportation.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
think if they're at Rivers Edge Center, they drive to Rivers Edge Center, and then they drive over to the restaurant.
Or walk, it's only
Yeah, it's
a block and a half.